Some of you are living life defeated. Like you're living life in replay because you're living out a past and you think the future is going to look just like the past. And I want to say to you this morning, Jesus Christ, because he's coming again, and he's coming even right now into your life, he's trying to, you are victorious. You are not defeated. The enemy, Jesus warns us in Peter, that the enemy, we have an enemy who's like a roaring lion. And so Peter says, like, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, is roaming around seeking the one who he can devour, so resist him. I know in our world today, people think it's silly to believe in Satan. You should believe in him because Jesus talked about him, and Jesus said you should be watching for him and you should resist him and stand firm against him. But some of you are living out of defeat because you think your problems are too big. Some of you probably got a doctor's diagnosis recently that's really bad. Some of you are dealing with issues of addiction and drugs, and you have not been able to overcome the hold that drugs have on your life or that pornography has on your life, and you live defeated as though you'll never win. Some of you have struggled with issues with food and with eating disorders, and you just feel like you're not enough and your body isn't enough and you'll never be enough, and you are living defeated. Others of you can't even fathom to think that tomorrow morning you have to wake up and go to work because your boss is terrible and you hate your job. Some young people here are afraid of going to school tomorrow because there's somebody there who's going to pick on you and make you feel unwelcomed and worthless and like you don't belong. I've heard even in the last few weeks in this church that people have marriages that are irreconcilable, that they're not fixable, that your kids, you're worried about your kids and about their future and the direction and the trajectory of their life right now. You don't like where it's headed, and you're living in defeat, and you're buying the enemy's lie that says there is no help on the way. There's no help. You're on your own. You're alone. There's no victory. In the Old Testament, the prayer of the Old Testament people of God sounds like this: how long, O Lord? And maybe if you could even muster a prayer today, you who are living in defeat, you just say, how long, O God, do I have to endure this? But let me show you that I love this word Maranatha. The Old Testament, how long, the prayer of how long has switched in the New Testament to something that comes right out of Revelation 22:20. Revelation 22:20 says, even so, come quickly, Lord Jesus. Even so, come, Lord Jesus. Why is that a comfort for us? How is that different than the how long, O Lord? Because in the New Testament, we knew that God had already come in the flesh. He came as a man, Jesus Christ. He lived, he died, he conquered death and hell, and he rose again. He lives now, he's ascended into heaven, and he is coming back for you. And today, there is victory in your life.